Hey there, guys. Blade Master here, and it's been a while. It's been a couple of days actually, but yeah, I'm back to recording, and uploading online battles like usual. Sorry for the slight hiatus. I mean, the reason why I wasn't online for the past couple of days was because I was assembling a new PC, and here it is. I mean, it's I've got full HD now, so hopefully this video comes out pretty nice. I mean, the graphics look amazing from my perspective. Like some of the unit details, it's just like like you really need like monitor to, I mean, you need to see it in a monitor in front of you to truly appreciate it, but it looks really nice. um, but yeah, this is the first battle that I played with my new PC. In this one I've taken Odrysian Kingdom, and my opponent's taken Syracuse. Let me just talk a little bit about my computer while the armies are deploying. I've got an NCXT Guardian 921, the standard NCXT case, and that's like 8 years old. The reason why I haven't changed the case is because you can't really find good cases here. And if I wanted to order one from Amazon, the shipping was like $150 or something absurd. Anyways, so that's my case. I've got a Dell 24-inch 1080p monitor. It's just a standard one. It wasn't very expensive, but it looks really nice. But the flagship parts are the processor and the video card, and the processor I've got is the i7 3770K, which was given to me by CA as a prize for winning the Reddit tournament. And the graphics card that I bought along with it was the NVIDIA GTX 770. It's the EVGA board, and the reason why I bought that was because it had an extra fan, which is very helpful in places such as where I'm living in Muscat, where temperatures get really high. Anyways, so that's my processor. Let me just go over my let's go over the builds really quickly. I've gone with a very heavy cav Odrysian Kingdom build. I've taken a total of 8 cav and including 6 melee cav. So what I've taken is 3 Thracian noble horse and 3 regular Thracian horsemen, and finally 2 Thracian cavalry. For my infantry, I've gone with a similar setup. I've got a mix of the 3 Thracian nobles and 3 Thracian warriors. Finally, I've got 2 mercenary foxmen whose only role would be to support the cav engagement. Meanwhile, my opponent went with a pretty interesting army on his own, and definitely has the tools to beat my army. He's got 5 Samnite warriors who are pretty good, very good units for tanking out, and he's got 5 light pelters behind them, which are excellent to kill my infantry. And he's finally brought 4 mercenary companion cav and a thorax hoplite gem. Now, since I had the cav superiority, I was able to surround him immediately. And another mistake that he made early on was catching was being too easily baited by my Thracian cavalry, and I just set my royal cavalry behind them, and they've caught 2 of his companion cav on the rear. Meanwhile, with my extra Thracian horsemen, I just ran bomb down the center and caught some of his light peltas in front. And what this did was something very useful for me. It basically just caught up his entire army in a complete blob. And one thing that Thracian horsemen are really good at doing is just tanking out. So against Samnite warriors who themselves are like tanks and they don't really have a lot of melee attack, like you can look at this 36, 35, which is very, very, it's okay. Um, these guys are very similar. They've got 50 armor and 70 health, which means that they have a lot of health but not high melee attack, which means they're perfect for doing something like that, just catching the entire army and just tanking it out for a couple of minutes while my um, infantry come to support. Over here, I've got some Foxmen charging into Thracian horsemen. Meanwhile, I had my Gen and my extra Thracian horsemen move around the rear and catch the last of his peltas. I needed to catch his peltas as soon as possible because, as you know, the Odrysian Kingdom's one massive flaw is their weakness to skirmishers. So I had to take these guys out especially fast. And here's where my superiority in numbers came into play because I was easily able to move around his flank and catch some of his pelters. This Thracian horseman, after killing a bunch of pelters and you know uh, lobbing up his entire army, has done really well, and I've managed to even pull them out. And now they're going to circle back and try and catch some more of his pelters. Over here on the cav front, these two cav areas have been mopped up. and now it's just time for the last infantry battle. I mean, this game went over pretty straightforward. The thorax operatives are not going to withstand my Thracian nobles, and as the game was won when I basically managed to bunch up his entire army. Because now look at them, like they're just in a massive club, and none of them are getting good kills against my Thracian nobles and my Thracian warriors. And all I need to do now is to hold them up, and I'm getting a lot of kills. And meanwhile, I'm getting great rear charges from the back. Sorry, great rear charges by my Thracian Royal Cav. And I've also got a bunch of other units over here who are just all they're going to do is just circle back and attack them in the rear. Also, I set one of my Thracian horsemen to flaming shot, and that's just to induce a mass rout much quicker. And now they're going to rear charge the rest of his units. Some of the units that were hit with the flaming shot wavered and routed almost immediately. And following that, the rest of the units decided to rout. The chain route mechanics in patch 14 have been tweaked, and it's much easier to cause chain routes nowadays. So yeah, that's the end of this replay. Pretty straightforward, really quick commentary. I just wanted to post that up because it's the first battle that I played in my new computer, and it was a pretty fun battle as well. I mean, I think it was pretty fun to watch. My Thracian Horseman, I think I should give the award for the MVP of the battle to that one Thracian Horseman unit. I think the one which had 81 kills, because without them, it would have been a bit more difficult for me to win the infantry engagement. But the fact that they managed to blob up the enemy infantry completely, and then allow my infantry to get much better charges on them, won me the match. So that's the end of this replay, guys. And stay tuned for more full HD videos in the future. See you.